Well, hello again. My name is Bud, and welcome. I want to say hello to a good friend of mine. She was put on the plane this morning, drove her down to Newark, I want to say, and she should be arriving in California. I don't know, um, some sometime, but if she should be checking up on things, um, then I just want to say a special how do. Glad you made it safely, and look forward to seeing you when you get back. And anybody else out there who's traveling, hope you make your travels safely and enjoy yourself and get back home. I just want the best for everybody. Anyway, so here we are. Today is the I want to say 20 something odd. Well, it's got to be, yeah. Well, it's before Christmas. It's Monday the 23rd, and as is the case always, uh, at least for the duration of this 90-day challenge, video and written blog challenge, while I'm doing my typing challenge. Hopefully, it won't take much longer than about 90 days to get up to my target typing speed of 140 to 145 words per minute. But we are where we are right now today, and that is on the 34th day, a typing speed, words per minute of 38, an error percentage of 8.0, in a time of 9 minutes 27 seconds. Okay, so some improvement over yesterday. But yesterday was pretty bad. I explained how that I was trying to. Oh yeah, that's it. Um, Setting up for the video, which is a whole thing that I have to do. I realized after setting up that I had not done the typing, so I had to do the typing. But since the computer was over here sitting on the table, I had to type at a much higher level, and I think I just sabotaged myself. So today I typed where I normally do, how I normally do, how I'm comfortable doing, or at least how I've gotten comfortable typing, and so we went from a 36 of yesterday to a 38 in words per minute. We went from an error percentage of 10.7 down to 8.0, as I mentioned, and also, uh, whereas today's typing time was 9:27, yesterday's was 10:06. So not surprising. There was that improvement. We'll have to see in future typing if my theory of just typing quickly and not caring so much about the accuracy will increase the speed substantially, and then the accuracy will take care of itself. Kind of the theory goes like this: type quickly, and then however many mistakes that you're doing, you're going to be getting better anyway. But when you throttle down just a bit from that hectic typing speed, you're you should be faster than what you normally were, or certainly what you were before you began your training, number one, and number two, your accuracy should improve. But again, it's just theory. I've not read any books. I've not inquired of anybody. I don't know, but we're going to find out. Anyway, so today's typing, or rather today's blog, is a question which states, uh, are you, are we, do we sabotage ourselves? There's a number of ways that can happen. We can talk to people, friends, family, perhaps prematurely before we really understand what the particular business opportunity is about here at Empower Network, and in particular on my team, Big Idea Mastermind. But okay, so that's one way, and we don't really know what the program is. We can't really articulate that to people. We've not met with any real success. A number of factors. Generally speaking, there's this thing out there in the marketplace regarding multi-level marketing, and so not surprisingly, folks are going to tend to give you a hard time. Well, that's one way that we can sabotage ourselves. Obviously, with the challenges that are presented from day to day, just from life in general. Uh, Sometimes this could be challenging enough, in uh, going forward and sticking with it, but with the additional load of naysayers, especially from those who we know and love, it can be extra difficult. But again, that's one way we can sabotage ourselves. Another way we can sabotage ourselves is how we talk to others when we talk about the business. And of course, this takes us back to how do we talk about ourselves? How do we talk to ourselves, rather? Uh, there are ways to talk to ourselves that communicate to ourselves that, A, we believe this thing that we're doing, and we ought not be doing it if we don't believe it. Hopefully, you're here because you do believe it, number one. But number two, um, that uh, that we can actually do this thing. Right? We talked about this in other vlogs. Is this something that's real? Is there any money in it? And, can I do it? So these are questions that we should have asked ourselves and answered ourselves some time ago, preferably before you get into this company. But if not, then as soon as possible. And then if the answer that you've arrived at yourself is yes, then we ought to be behaving that way, acting that way, talking to ourselves that way, which in turn is going to control, to a large extent, dictate how we talk to others. Some of the things that we might be saying in talking to others is, well, um, I'm new, um, which may be true. We don't want to lie, but you don't have to. You don't have to, lead with that necessarily, or even bring that up. And if someone asks, and yeah, I'm new. Okay, so what? But we can also, in communicating with people about the business, we can speak in a way that doesn't exude confidence, that we actually believe what we're saying to them. They might say, well, is there any money in this thing? They might ask that question of us that we should have already asked and answered for ourselves. And if we've answered that, then hopefully on some level of due diligence, we can say with certainty that yes, there is some money in this thing, and you could actually even go so far as to show them how. If you can't do that yourself, you can give them a link to watch one of the presentations regarding the money, the payout, and verifiable documentation that yes, in fact, people are making money. Whether you're making money right then and there is irrelevant, uh, or it certainly should be, to the fact that it can be made. Obviously, if others are making it, it can be made. Whether you or I can do it, well, that's another question. But that question can be answered in the positive if we're doing what? Well, some of the other things we talked about is following the plan. If there's a system that's been put together by people who have been successful in doing this very thing that we're doing, and so it would make sense, I hope, to you, um, that um, that these people who have put this together um, probably know what they're talking about, and until we've done it long enough to know what we're talking about, it might behoove us to just simply do what's being asked of us. Obviously, in this type of industry, well, actually, in probably any corporate model, um, the success of the individual, or rather the success of the company, um, is dependent upon the success of the individual. And while that may be more or less true in some other business model, it is especially true in the multi-level marketing model. So there you have it. Communicate to yourself. Do your due diligence. Answer the questions to yourself. Ask that question of yourself and answer it. Uh, is this thing real? Is there any money in it? Can I do it? And then if the answer to those is yes, then talk that way to yourself, which is going to enable you to talk that way to others in a way that is believable, and you won't be shooting yourself in the foot, sabotaging yourself before you even really get started. Okay? I hope you've benefited from this. I know I benefit from these things when I hear others speak and talk of them. So um, until next time, good night, and do take care. Again, safe travel. Bye.